If you implement this and you still can't get deals in SMMA, I think you need help with sales a lot, or you're just really bad at business. But the whole point of this is going to show you how to automate a lot of the outreach that you're doing, because a lot of you guys are just getting burnt out from the cold calls. And you need to start focusing on closing deals. Get closer to the money to get faster results. This is the type of stuff that I teach my students. So let's go over it. The first thing I want to talk about is your current problem. Maybe you've been doing outreach for a little while and it's getting results. Maybe you did get a deal, but it's draining you. It's literally draining you. You know that you need to attract customers. You know that lead generation is the foundation of business and getting more money, but you're drained. You don't want to keep cold calling for freaking hours every single day. It's like, is there a way to fix this problem? You need to generate leads without spending a lot of money on ads, but at the same time, you don't want to burn out. So I want to show you guys a new process that I implement for my agency and also all my students that join the B.O.S.S program. But on the left side, you're getting interested leads, right? Using automations. Now all you have to do essentially is call the interested leads with a 2-call close. So typically at this point is where, they see an email maybe, they reply that they're interested. Now it's time for us to call them, tell them a little bit about what we do, qualify them maybe, and then schedule a sales call. And you can do this every single day automatically. You don't have to constantly be, spending a lot of time and energy prospecting to get qualified leads. You don't have to manually do it. There is a better way without spending a lot of money. So all you have to do is call interested leads and schedule calls. Just literally be a closer. Everything else I'm going to talk about today to automate for you guys. You can spend more time closing deals. That's what we all want. We want to get inbound leads. We just want to spend time closing deals and making money, and I'm with you on that because that's what this entire video is about today. So here are the 4 methods that we've automated so far. So the first method is cold email. We're going to use a software like Instantly or gmonster.co. Each one of those I think is like $30. Instantly, they also have like a $97 one, but it's like with Gmonster you can get the same thing. So it's up to you however you guys want to do it. But depending on how many emails you have, you can send 500 to 5,000 emails per day. So if you have a Gmail account, right, you could send up to 50 emails per account max per day. And this is just what I've tested to be fine. So if I have 30 accounts, then it's going to be 50 times 30. And you're sending 1,500 emails a day with a 1% positive reply rate. So if I'm doing that, then I'm getting basically 15 leads a day. But let's not get ahead of ourselves here yet, right? So if you guys need Gmail accounts that are aged and they're not going to get spammed, click the link in the description right now. Not an affiliate link, it's just a website that I use to get aged Gmail accounts to do this. Anyways, once we've set that up, we're going to call the interested lead. So if we're sending 500 per day, right, that's 10 accounts. You're probably going to end up with 5 leads per day, right? All you have to do now is call those leads, qualify them, and ask permission. Where do you get the leads? From lead scrapers, right? So normally you already have their contact information if you're doing local businesses, that is. And then from there, once they're qualified, you're going to schedule meetings. So typically out of the 5 to 10 leads you're getting per day, 2 to 5 of them are going to turn into sales calls per day. And that's going to lead to 1, maybe 2 deals per week. So that's the first method. The full video breaking this down is on my channel. Here's the thumbnail. So just go to my channel, click videos, and then find this thumbnail if you want to see how you can set this up and automate this for yourself every single day in your agency. The second method is cold calling, and this is partially automated. The concept is I used to get a bunch of virtual assistants to cold call for $6 an hour, and I would pay a little bit more because they're very fluent with English. They have great comprehension. Their accent sounds very good, right? That's what I used to do. But then I decided, hey, what if I use my own voice? And I started using a soundboard. So essentially the virtual assistant will click a button and it will speak with my voice and say the script with my voice through the virtual microphone that we have set up. So let's break this down. How do we automate this? We get a $3 an hour virtual assistant, right? You can also hire somebody for commission, especially if they just need to push buttons. You set them up on a dialer, you set them up with the soundboard, and then literally they're just sitting there talking to people on the phone using my voice. And we have rebuttals for everything. The most common objections that we get, the most common questions that we get. A lot of you are probably thinking, but the call can go anywhere. Not true. Not true. And if you guys want to see that, download my free appointment script in the description. There's common objections, the most common objections that you get. For the most part, most calls go the same way. They may ask something that's crazy out of the ordinary. We have a response for that. So typically we'll get 2 to 3 leads out of 100 dials, and then the virtual assistant's going to enter those leads into the CRM, where there'll be another automation to automatically send them that interested email and also text to confirm. So that's how we've automated cold calling. And if you guys want to see how you can set this up, watch the full video on my channel, how to cold call without talking. Here's the thumbnail. There it is. Go set that up. It takes like 5 minutes. It's actually kind of cool. The third method that we've done is SMS and iMessage. Now, a lot of people always ask me, they're like, Dan, isn't this illegal? A lot of times, well, let me just explain, right? Sending messages through iMessage is not illegal. There's absolutely no regulations. There are regulations and fines if you're just randomly messaging people on the internet, but that's only if they report you. And in my experience, right, I've text messaged hundreds of thousands of businesses, and I've never once gotten reported. Although I will say I have gotten one fine before, and it was because I messaged 3,300 business owners, and it was a fine of like $6, $4. I'm not even kidding. And I've been doing this for 3 years. Typically the people that are going to report you for SMS are when you're doing like B2C. Like if you're like for example, a Shopify store and you're texting customers that don't opt in to be texted, that's when you're probably going to get reported. But typically business owners are not going to be the people doing that. So anyways, with that being said, I set this up with Twilio. I do not use Lead Connector with High Level, right? I use Go High Level, but I use Twilio specifically in my own account. That way I can send 400 messages per day and get a 3% positive reply rate. So if you're doing that, you're probably going to get 12 leads a day, and that's going to turn into 4 to 6 calls per day, right? And that's how we're going to do it. So all you have to do, again, is call the interested leads, qualify them, ask permission to close them on a call, and then jump on the meeting. 4 to 6 calls per day, that's going to end up as 2 to 3 deals per week on average. Full video on my channel if you guys want to see how to set that up. Here's the thumbnail for that. Now, the last one I want to talk to you guys about is voicemail drops. The software that I'm using is Just Deliver It and Go High Level to automate that. We can send 200 per day. So typically the price for this is a minimum $20, and that's going to get you 1,000 voicemail drops for $20, which is pretty good. And you're on average going to get a 1% positive reply rate. So if you send 200 per day, then you're going to get 2 leads per day, which is on average 1 call per day, and then 1 deal per week, if you look at it that way. So this is the last way we've done that. And again, full video on my channel. If you guys want to set that up, this is the thumbnail. It's my most recent video. So let's look at the final numbers together, though. Let's just put all of the ones we just talked about today together and see what it would be like if you actually set this up in your own agency. So we're going to have 400 SMS per day, 200 voicemails, 400 dials, 200 emails. This is going to get us 24 leads per day. Okay? Think about how many leads you're getting now doing all this manual work. Okay, this is automated using mostly Go High Level. And we're getting 24 leads per day. Okay, so 24 leads per day. That's going to be 120 leads per week. So out of the 24 leads per day, on average, half of them are going to turn into a meeting, and half of those are going to show up. So if you're getting 30 sales calls every single week that are qualified, looking at your VSL, right, your video sales letter, and they're still showing up to the call, how many deals do you genuinely think you'll close? Okay, and if you suck at sales, here's the video, okay? Full video on my channel. This is my entire sales process of how I've closed over $1 million in my agency. Okay, so if you guys want to set up your own sales process or your own sales script, watch this video so you know what to do with the leads when you get them, because you're going to get a ton of leads right now and you're going to be like, what the hell? So again, if you cannot set this up, right, if you can't make this work, literally, I don't know what to tell you. It's probably going to be a hard time for you to close deals, because this is an entirely automated way to finally start getting qualified leads in your pipeline every single day without burning out, so you can go and focus on closing deals. If you guys want more information on this, please drop a comment under this video. I also have some extras for you guys in the description. Please make sure to check those out depending on what you guys want to set up. And thank you so much for watching this video. I'll see you guys when I see you guys.